Hey guys, we just got back from the 46th annual Wheat Thrashers Reunion Steam and Tractor Show today, and we have some really good footage for you guys. Just a little heads up, some of the audio is going to be a little rough on a few of the interviews, or when I was talking to the gentleman, we had some microphone issues, but we'll do our best to clean that up through the editing process. But we had a great day, and I'm really glad that you guys have come in to watch another episode, and I think you'll really enjoy this video. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Hey guys, I'm here with Mark, and we got a 1919 Fordson, what model? Model F tractor, and being that it's 100 years old this year, I thought we'd talk with him, and they did a beautiful job restoring it, and I thought, we would get some history and maybe, what it took to bring this girl back to this condition after being 100 years old now. So what condition was this thing in when you guys found it?
It was when we just give the history on
Just
it.
kind of give the history on it, yeah.
Well, what we know is it belonged to my grandpa, my dad's dad, and my grandpa worked on a farm near Fort Scott, and I think it may have originated from there, but he had acquired a tractor from working on that farm, and had it trucked to Columbus, Kansas area, southeast part of Kansas, where it sat on a farm, and then it was used on the farm there for a while, and then it stayed on that farm, and the land was sold, and the tractor was still there, and so and that was in the early 50s, and so when my grandpa died in '87, my uncle went out to the property and talked to the people that owned the land, and he said, that's my dad's tractor over there in that tree line. So it sat in the tree line, and when they were gracious enough to allow him to go out there and cut the trees down around it and pull it out of the tree line. So my uncle had spent several years after that trying to dismantle it, and he got a lot of it, he had it split and a lot of it apart, but he couldn't get the engine apart because it had filled up with water, and the winter months it froze and collapsed the cylinders around the piston. So it was in 2015 that I got a hold of it. He was bringing me the pieces to it, and we started with the engine and tried to get it apart, and we did get it apart just to find out that the engine was no good. It had too many cracks and too many things wrong with it. So we ended up locating another engine at the Fordson house up in Michigan, and which is this one, and it was in bad shape. We had to take this one apart as well, and then we combined the two engines together to get one going. And so from there, we just had to go through each piece, and we bead blasted everything down to bare metal, got the rust off of it, and just reprimed and painted everything. And we had to figure out the wiring and the ignition box, and just had to go through each and every piece. And gone through the transmission, found some worn bearings and parts really worn in there that we had to replace, and and we wouldn't have been able to have gotten it done if it wasn't for the support from the Fortson house. Yeah.
And this one didn't have the fenders on it?
This one does not have the fenders. Being a 1919, they didn't come out with the fenders until I think 1922.
That's the fenders with the little kick out because they had a history of
rolling over backwards.
Yeah.
So the fenders prevented it from rolling over. Anytime you were pulling it with a bottom plow, one bottom or two bottom plow, and it got snagged on roots or a rock or whatever, it would just lift up and rear over backwards. So since there before the 3-point hitch, that was Ford's answer, was to put the extended fenders to prevent it from falling over backwards.
I know that experience. I have a Kubota, little tiny Kubota with oversized tires, and I have a few times stood it straight up and down, and it makes you need to go change your pants. So yeah, it's a very scary thing. So you guys have basically been from the tip of the crank to the end of the ball. I'll say the drawbar. It's not really a drawbar on this one, and so it's a little piece of family history that you've kept alive and it's still going 100 years later.
Yes.
Well, that's very, very cool.
Try to keep everything as much as original as possible. It's there's certain things, obviously, through the years, all these Fortsons parts have been pulled from one Fortson, put on another, and you can't find one that hasn't had some parts robbed off of another tractor and put on. So we try to keep it as much as original. This is how we got it. This is how he had it. And so we kept it just like that. So it took us about a year and a half after we really started working on it. It took about a year and a half, and we got it painted and put together, and everything tested the engine really good before we bolted it up. And we pretty much, the clutch pack was stuck together, the moisture, and it didn't have much oil in the transmission. It was just all sludge, which had to be desludged and cleaned out. So it was a long time. We did a lot of work on it, trying to get it to so we could drive it. So
very, very cool. Well, thank you for sharing so much with us. And we're glad to see you brought her back to life.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. So guys, we have Jared here, and he's going to tell us all about this pretty little John Deere. So, what do you exactly got here, Jared?
So this is a John Deere BO. It's a Model B Orchard. The O stands for Orchard, and basically it's your standard tractor, and they put these covers over the top of the tank so you can run it through the orchards and not get scratched up or hooked on your limbs that are hanging down and things like that.
So, where did you find this? Because this is not a Kansas tractor.
Well,
is it?
I don't know where. We bought it at auction about a year ago.
Okay.
So we haven't had it that long. My dad has actually been after this tractor for about 20 years, and the guys that owned it didn't want to sell it. They said they'd never sell it, and unfortunately, as life happens, he ran into some health problems, and so they ended up having an auction for the collection, and so we came home with this thing and a few other tractors. Unfortunately, I don't know what year it is because somebody
removes
the serial tag has been damaged, unfortunately, so I can't tell you what year it is. But I know it's I can tell by the engine that's in it that it's I think it's early 40s, somewhere around there.
Was it in this condition when you guys got it?
It's in this. Well, the only thing that we've done to it is we did a complete mechanical. Not an overhaul, but we cleaned it out, flushed it out, changed all the fluids in it, and just basically did everything that we could to make sure that it was ready to go run through the parades and things like that.
Well, these aren't there aren't many of these in the state of Kansas.
You don't see that many of them, no, especially the orchards. Because we really don't have many orchards around here.
And I've seen the B standards, but that has the exhaust that's all up.
That's the BR.
The little BR.
We have a 1936 BR.
Okay.
And they sit together and look real great right next to each other. And as you say, it's got the regular intake stack and none of the other covers like that. And that's pretty much the only difference, really.
Only the difference between the two. Well, we thank you for sharing your tractor with us.
Absolutely.
And
happy to get it out there. I love sharing the hobby with people, especially if we can reach a wide audience.
Yeah, very much true. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You'll never see another one like it.
So guys, we're here with Jim. He's got a couple tractors here that you don't see every day at American shows. So Jim, tell us what we got here.
These are this in here is a Field Marshal Series 3, built in 1950. It's a single cylinder 2-cycle diesel, 6.5 bore, 9-inch stroke, 40 horsepower.
And then
The crawler has the same engine as the wheel tractor.
And these are British.
These are British
tractors,
built
right?
in Gainsborough, England.
And just out of curiosity, how did they make it here to the States? Were they brought over by collector, or they never sold in the United States?
No.
Did they?
This in here came from Canada. Found it on the internet with another one just like it, and it would only sell as a pair, so I bought them both. And the crawler, a collector in Florida, as near as I can tell, a collector in Florida bought it, brought it over from England. And then a collector in New Ulm, Minnesota, traded a Lance Bulldog, a Lance for the crawler. So I bought it out of Minnesota.
And these don't exactly start by turning the key, so
Not exactly.
let's show the guys how these start. So
Okay, this you can start them with a crank, but we'll start them with a starting cartridge, which is a 12 gauge blank. Screw the cap on there. And then we'll go over here and I'll set the fuel here, and then I roll the flywheel till I hit, there's a mark on the flywheel and a mark up here, and you get this mark just past this mark here, and that means the piston is on the downstroke. Then the decompressor valve here sets over here on a spiral. There's a spiral here on the flywheel, so when I fire the shell, it spins and it'll drop off to full compression then. Down here is the starting valve, and in this position here, when the out position is what you use for the starting it with a cartridge. And then from there, I've got a wick, which is basically a glow plug. I'll put it in here. And this is what I use is a piece of cotton cord soaked in saltpeter. We'll light it. Get it glowing good. Then I'll screw it into the head. Pick my little hammer up, one little tap.
Alright guys, so I'm here with Jim and Jack, and these two gentlemen are going to explain to us why these two tractors from different manufacturers look exactly the same.
The main reason for that is that they were built by the same company. Oliver built the Cox shop for several years, tractor, and so they didn't do anything to disguise that. They just sold them in Canada as Cox shop tractors.
No, they weren't sold in the United States as Cox shops.
Not intentionally.
They filtered into the States over the years and stuff. So basically, the Oliver 60 row crop and the Cockshut 60 they're the same tractors. Just when this went down the line, that got green and yellow and red, and this got yellow and red, and that's about the only difference between them. So, is the Oliver Cockshuts, we call them, are they rarer than than say the Oliver of the same?
Yes,
Yes.
they're more rare,
More, you,
especially in this part of the
United States. Now, as you get up north, they get a little bit more common, or
Yeah, yes, that's what I found in
Think-
Ohio and in that area.
Well, and things floated back and forth across the border.
and then later on, I know some people have seen them like the co-op tractors and stuff that look like these kind of in design. Those are being built by Cockshut and being later on when Cockshut took over building their own tractors
That's
and stuff
correct.
and stuff. So.
That's right.
So yeah, and the other companies, no other really company ever did this, did they? It was just kind of between those two.
Between those two, that's the only.
That's the only ones that kind of helped each other out over the.
But there were other tractor companies that built different, put different names on the same
On the
tractor.
Tron tractors. Well, all right, guys. Well, that kind of explains if someone's at a show and they see this and they're like, wait a minute. Now they kind of know what's going on there. So, thank you both for your information. We appreciate it. Thank you, guys.